This is lesson number 2 on the brain. In the first lesson, we talked about the snake brain, the part of our brain that wants to run for the sugar or attack people whenever we feel upset. The next part of the brain, you can find it by putting your hands over your ears and imagining a part right inside between the two ears above that primitive part of the brain. It's called the limbic system, and it tells us when our emotional needs have not been satisfied. What are our emotional needs? We all want to be loved and appreciated and understood and honored and listened to and noticed and applauded. We want praise, we want affection, these are our emotional needs. Now, the limbic system, between the age of around 3 to 5, the essential basis of the limbic system and all the programming is already done. It will tell us whether we're worthwhile or not worthwhile. It will tell us whether people love us or don't love us. It will tell us whether we're lovable, whether we're what. All these self-esteem issues are basically rooted in the limbic system, as opposed to the primitive brain, which is more like a snake and wants just our physical needs to be satisfied. Now, very often when when our emotional needs aren't satisfied, then we go down to the lower part of the brain and we start attacking people. And we feel bad. What do we do with all these feelings? Knowing that they're coming from the limbic system and that our needs are often frustrated. For example, nobody understands anybody 100%. I don't understand myself 100%. I can't understand anybody else 100%. What happens when I don't feel understood? What happens when I don't feel loved? When I don't feel lovable? That is the challenge that arises from the limbic system as to how to deal with our emotional needs in a mature and productive manner. Now, some of the thoughts that arise from our limbic system are ideas like love has to be bought. I have to prove myself, or I have to get people to love me, or a good life is an easy life, or I have to be successful, I have to make a lot of money, I have to be beautiful. All these ideas about love and closeness, and when I'm deserving or not deserving of love. And that's from the limbic system, which many of our thoughts go back to the age of 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we need to do is learn also to get above the limbic system and go up to the third part of the brain, which is called the cortex. And that will be the subject of our next lecture.